right, this time my companion is my man, Alan. Hey, Alan. Say
hey, everybody.
And he's going to be helping me film. Have you done this trail yet, Alan?
I've never done it.
So you excited?
I'm stoked.
Yeah, we're going to go probably close to 13,000.
Okay.
And why don't you show them where the sign is?
Yep.
So it's right there. We're at Montezuma, right at the beginning of the trail. And we have zeroed out our odometer. So let me show you that, so that if you guys are coming up here, you'll know that at this crossroad, all you have to do is be zeroed out. Now we do have this in off-road mode, but we can also do this. We can put this in off-road mode. And this truck, dude, is so built out. We're on 35s, we're aired down, but I think we should probably go into 4 low. So the way you do that is just go into neutral, which we are. We hit that, and that should get us into 4 low, because we're gonna definitely need 4 low. Now, we do have a rear and a front locker, which I hope we won't have to use on this trail. But yeah, let's hit the road. The cool thing about this trail, and I'm going to give you the camera,
Yep, got it,
is that we're going to go right away. We're going to find an old mine, and then as we get farther up, we're also going to find another mine. So it's a dual mine trail. And then if you guys have been watching my video series, you'll note that it also connects to a trail called Deer Creek. So if you watch the Deer Creek trail guide, St. John does a giant loop. So you go to the top of the mountain, I can't really see it, and then when you get to the top of the mountain, you can either go left and connect to Deer Creek, or you can actually go down to Tiger Road, I believe, and Breckenridge. But as you can tell, it gets really pretty rough right away. And then, you know, when you see signs like road not plowed beyond this point, no unlicensed vehicles permitted, that means all you guys in side-by-sides are kind of out of luck. That's a good signal in Colorado that we're going to be hitting some pretty interesting, let me borrow the camera for a second, Alan. And then of course this sign right there, that we're going to be going on some, you know, pretty interesting off-roady trails. Now, as always, if you guys want a complete trail guide, use our friends over at Onyx Off-Road, and you can look up this trail and it tells you how to get up here so you don't get lost. And then if you do decide to sign up for Onyx, which I would highly recommend, they've been a great partner of ours now for a couple of years, use the discount code TFL Off-Road and you'll get a substantial discount. So what do you think of this truck, Alan? You saw it when you first showed up and you saw it in the driveway, you were like, this is crazy.
Yeah, it's sick. I mean, it seems to ride well, and it's fully kitted in the rear. Is this a normal interior?
Yeah.
White on black?
Yeah, it's cool,
okay.
huh? Yeah.
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah, the AT4X has got this really cool kind of design language on the interior. And I do like the fact that you've got these giant switches, right, for all of your major things that you need to do.
This is my first time in this truck. It sounds a little spicy. I don't know if it has aftermarket exhaust.
Very good, dude.
Yeah, it sounded a little.
It's got an aftermarket exhaust. And you know what we could do when we get to the top? We could do a full walk around and show you what they've done with this. Yeah. But this is kitted out for the Overland Expo that's coming up here in a couple weeks, actually. And by the time you watch this, it may have already happened. And I think it's going to get sold, and the money's going to get donated to the Overland Expo Foundation. So it's going to go to a good cause. Now, you want to zip up and show the vehicles?
Yeah, I already did. Those guys are vibing in the crossovers.
Yeah.
What are those?
I can't tell, but I think one is a, let me get a little closer. Those are vehicles I would not take up here.
They've been on this trail for a good 15 minutes because they went by us when we first started the video.
Yeah, so what'll happen is we're gonna go up, get up to this old mine, and then right when you get past the mine, those are Mazdas, dude.
No, fair enough. Hey,
I think they're turning around. Yeah,
this could be entertaining.
Well, let's see if maybe they're going mountain biking because they both have mountain bikes, and maybe they decided that maybe like the street tires aren't quite up for the job here.
So they're gonna retire these Mazdas.
Oh, he's already stuck.
This is gonna be in a Mazda commercial.
Look, he got stuck for a second, and he's still going. I give him big credit. And this guy's letting us by.
All right, fair enough. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it. At least that's nice that they let us pass.
Yeah.
So what happens is we'll get to this mine, and then there's a stream and a house, and once you cross that stream, it gets really kind of very off-roady very quickly. So these little serpentines, that
The truck rides well.
it does.
With the fully kitted, it's probably resprung or something.
It's got a little bit of more of a leveling kit than a lift on it.
Yeah.
And I aired down, before you showed up, I aired down the 35s down to 25 PSI.
Yeah.
Because my back is bad. I like to have a nice and cushy ride.
Yeah.
But this is one of my favorite trails. Yeah, apparently that sign for no non-licensed vehicles was ignored.
Yeah.
By these guys. Can you guys get by us?
We're gonna have to scratch her up.
Hey, look at the cute dog. What a cute dog!
America.
America. Good for them. Come on. Who's going to be up here, right?
Everybody.
Apparently.
Mazdas, four-wheelers.
Yeah, four-wheelers. With the dog in the back.
Oh, you know what? Those guys are gonna go drop the bikes off. They were shuttling. That's what they were doing.
Yeah?
Yeah, 2 cars driving to the top, drop everything off, then go back to the bottom. Yeah, I know what they're doing. They're just running a shuttle, probably.
If you've been watching TFL, I came up here, God, it wasn't even that long ago, maybe 2 months ago, and this was all snow covered. Yeah, and now look at it. Now it's open. We really only get like maybe 3 months, if we're lucky, 4 months of off-roading before the snow comes back. What are we starting at? Let's see what my watch says here. Let's see, Ellen.
I bet we're at
what do you think?
10,435 feet.
Very close. 10,500. Hey, very good, dude. Oh, does it say? Right
there.
My watch is wrong, or the car is wrong. I mean, the truck. Sorry.
But I would have said we were only at 8,000 if I had to guess, because like tree line's kind of high here, I think.
Yeah. And so there should be a nice little beaver pound coming up here on our right pretty soon. And in general, my mom, who is very old school, would say this is great mushroom hunting.
Yeah, till you eat the wrong mushroom.
Well, they know the right mushroom from the wrong mushroom.
Morels.
Yeah, they're from the old country. But Morels. Yeah, this is kind of feels like if you were to go into the woods here, you would find just an abundance of mushrooms. I don't know the right mushroom, so if I were to pick them, we would die.
Yeah.
But they
magic mushrooms.
I bet you they're out here too. I don't know the right mushroom.
Okay.
All right, let's do this. Give me the camera for a sec.
Okay.
We're going to bring up the music, and I'm going to just show you the trail for a little bit so you can see what it looks like. We've made it to the abandoned mine, and that is only 1.3 miles, Alan. So to get to this point, you could drive a Mazda, you could drive, a Subaru. You really wouldn't need the capabilities of this truck. But look at this. Pretty cool, huh? Want to go show it a little bit?
Yeah, let's do it.
That's the thing about Colorado, right? You get on any road, and eventually it turns into a dirt road, which then turns into a double track, which then turns into a single track, which ends at a mine. Can you imagine what it was like here in the 1800s?
Cool. That's super rad.
Yeah. Now, I don't know if that was a mine or if that was like an ore processing plant. But it seems like one of those places that if me and you were to go crawling around, we'd have to get EMS up here pretty quickly.
Yeah. It's crazy to think they just go up here with horseback.
People, yeah, and mules. Yeah, I know. And in the middle of winter, right? I guess it was better than working,
Dairy Queen?
Well, in the 1800s. I was going to say coal mine during the Industrial Revolution.
It looks like there's a structure up there.
Yeah, somebody has a house up here.
That's cool.
But look, we're kind of in this valley because look how high that goes. And we are going up there, dude.
Yeah, it looks like there's an old mine tailing.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know if I can.
Up there.
Up there.
What a beautiful day. Did you show them the clouds?
Cut.
Look at that. It's just so gorgeous.
Yeah, it's a really good day.
All right, so there's a little stream crossing coming up next. And what I'll have you do is maybe film the truck going across so you guys can see this truck.
Okay.
So this is kind of really where the trail starts. So up to that point, it's kind of a dirt road, but now we're going to get into this rock garden. It's going to get kind of not steep, but it's going to get rocky. And in one of the last videos we did a bunch of splash shots. People like to see the truck go through a mud puddle and splash. Now you don't want to do that in a stream, right? Because that does disrupt nature. And there were a lot of comments are saying, "Oh, you splashed." And there's a big difference, Alan, between a mud puddle and a stream.
Yeah.
We didn't splash going through the stream. A mud puddle is just that.
Totally stagnant water.
Yeah. All right. So you want to show them? See how all of a sudden it's gotten very.
It's changing.
Yeah, it changes very quickly.
Yep.
And now we're using the capability of this truck, and it's really great to have.
Rocky.
Yeah.
Oh. There we go.
And this is where you want to be in 4-low. And this is where it gets fun. And this is where it's nice to have a spare tire. And
yeah, the camera never does the trail justice.
no, I mean this truck's working right now.
Yeah.
But because of this long wheelbase, it's not horribly uncomfortable. Not a lot of head bob, even though at some point there is.
Hopefully,
some
I
head
don't
bob.
make everybody car sick with my horrible camera skill.
You're not going to make anybody car sick. You might make them truck sick.
Yeah.
Well, if you haven't gotten lost yet because you're using Onyx, you'll note that at almost 2 miles we hit a gate, Alan.
Yep.
And then it says St. John Road, number 275. And I guess I was wrong. Look, it is open to everything.
Oh yeah.
So there are seasonal closures for motorcycles, Jeeps, and it's closed November 23rd through May 20th. But with snow, that may be a little bit longer. I wouldn't come up here. You're not going to get up here before maybe July, I don't think, realistically.
The e-bike symbol is a sticker.
Yeah.
That's legit.
So
Mazda's welcome.
Mazda's welcome, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So here's the deal. The great thing about Colorado is this is all BLM land, right? Bureau of Land Management. Just as I say that, you can see White River National Forest. And because I'm getting old and fat, I bought an electric. I bought an electric mountain bike a few years ago, and I was amazed at all the signs basically out here saying that you can't take an electric mountain bike on all these mountain bike trails.
Oh, that's interesting.
And I thought to myself, is that because they've got a little motor that's going to destroy the trail? And finally, I met up with the ranger and I said, why can't I take an electric mountain bike, which looks just like a regular mountain bike, right? You wouldn't know it. It's not one of those like electric motorcycles pretending to be, a mountain bike. It's a real mountain bike where the electric motor just kind of gives you boost, but it doesn't have a throttle, so you still have to keep pedaling. So let's keep that straight. I said, why can't I take this on all these mountain bike trails? And they said because on mountain bike trails on BLM land, unless it's a designated road like this, any motorized vehicle is not allowed.
Oh yeah.
So electric mountain bikes are motorized vehicles, so you can't take them on typical
Unless it's
bike.
double track BLM, so it can't be like on the trail.
Right, yeah, it could be out here, right.
Yeah, just not any hiking trails.
Yeah, and then we're about to pop up here, and you can kind of see the top of the mountain. Let's wait till we get around this bend, and you see where we're going up there? That's where we're going, dude.
Oh, all right.
We're going way up there.
See it?
Yeah, above tree line.
You can drive all the way to the summit?
You can.
Okay.
You can drive all the way up there.
We're gonna make it?
I hope so.
Okay.
I've done it a bunch of times before, so
We'll make it.
I don't see why not. The one time I didn't make it, ironically, was when I came up here in a side-by-side. I'm not going to mention the manufacturer of the side-by-side,
Okay.
but it was just early days. It was just when they were first coming out. And so I'm going to give those guys a break. But it was a 4-seater, and it was me, Tommy, and my mom, and my stepdad. And right about here is where it overheated.
Shoot.
Yeah.
Just the motor overheated?
Yeah.
Or like the belt?
The motor.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I'll give you a hint. It didn't have a CVT. Like, it's a pretty huge hint as to what kind of a side-by-side it was. Are you into side-by-sides?
Slightly, and I think I know which one it is,
Okay.
but I'm not going to say it.
All right, yeah. So take a guess in the comments below what kind of a side-by-side it was. And I noticed it was getting hot because, you know, on the other hand, I was sitting on the motor and the seat was getting very warm. And I'm like, why is this thing getting so warm? And then all of a sudden,
Did you guys just turn around?
yeah, we turned around. And I think it was a combination of too many people, too much altitude, and too much heat.
You were going too hard.
It was my mom. She was in her 80s at the time. I'm just impressed she was out here. So I don't think I was going all that hard.
Right.
So what do you think of this trail, Alan?
It's awesome.
It's cool, huh?
Yeah, it's rocky. It has a lot of cool creek crossings. The views are awesome.
Yeah, and then you pop out right here into this beautiful, like, meadow with wildflowers.
Yeah. It's a cool trail.
Yeah, and I think it's also, I see a lot of, like, snowmobile signs. So I think people come out here and ride snowmobiles.
Cross-country skiing.
Yeah.
Yes. I don't know. Maybe they do some groomer stuff out here?
Oh, that's a beautiful meadow. Look at that. And I bet you there's, like, moose here.
Yeah, it's likely.
Can I borrow the camera?
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Oh, my God. Look at that. I mean,
Would you just look at it?
we'll just look at it. We'll just look at it.
Just look at it.
Look. Let's keep going. So we're about to hit another mine, and keep in mind, right about here.
Another mine. Keep in mind.
At where are we at? We're at 2.3 miles. It's going to get relatively tight. So
like a Toyota.
I've been reading some of the comments. You can see how it's getting tight in the other videos, and people are saying that they wouldn't take their new car out here because it's going to get pinstriped. As you can see, this one's getting a little pinstriped. But you know,
called patina.
It is, yeah. You know, I mean, that's kind of the price of these views and this fun exploration, right? So I don't feel bad about pinstriping a car or a truck that's designed to go off-road. I think if you're up here in a brand new G-Wagon, or, you know, your prized Discovery, is somebody next to me drives a Discovery.
I wouldn't be scared to take it up
Would
here.
you take your Discovery up here?
Yeah,
Disco
definitely.
5. Just yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you would take it up here?
Yeah, as long as it doesn't break down.
No. Well, as long as it doesn't break down.
No, yeah, that's why we bought it.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. This truck makes it look easy, Alan.
Yeah.
And I know on camera,
it's bumpy, but
you guys think this is just, you know, my Civic can do it. And if you think that, just write to Ask a TFL Truck, bring your Civic up here, and we will happily film you. I've been saying that now for, I think, 15 years, and strangely, no one has offered up their Civic yet to take on one of these trails. And I'm hoping that one of these days, one of you guys out there will take me up on it.
Now, I make it up, but you won't make it down.
Now, coming up here on our left, there'll be another mine. A lot of no snowmobiles. What do you think of that high marking? That seems crazy. You know what I'm talking about, high marking?
I don't know if I know what that means.
That's a snowmobile thing where you're...
They go up real high on a...
Yeah.
And then come back down?
And then see how high they can go without starting an avalanche. Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. I don't know much about the snowmobile world. I know people get after it, and the sleds are expensive, and they're crazy high horsepower. My buddy bought one, and he seems to, like, get after it. It's pretty physical, too.
Yeah. I've done, you know, we haven't reviewed snowmobiles or snow machines, as they call them in Alaska, very much, but I would love to do it. But I think there's a lot of gear you need. Okay, here comes a car coming down. He moved over, which is nice. So the right of way, of course, is vehicles coming
Uphill,
up. Yeah. But thank you, appreciate it. Hi.
Hello. Thanks.
So Journalism 101, the rules for filming in America, because of the First Amendment, I believe, you can film anything as long as it's in public, right? So what I can't film is I can if you're on your own property and you're walking around outside, we can film that.
Okay. Fair enough.
If I can see you walking around, it's if you're in the house, then all of a sudden, then you're in private, then I can't film you.
Okay.
or if you're on private property, inside. But if anybody walking by can see you,
I kind of was wondering that.
we can film you without permission. It's getting a little steep and deep, isn't it, Alan? Huh?
Yeah.
It's getting
Roman's wild ride.
Yeah, it's getting a little interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. Up, down.
Yeah.
A lot of blind breakover points.
And pretty soon there'll be a mine.
I can't believe we're not above tree line. We're at 11.5 and we're still not above tree line.
Yeah, we're going to be breaking out above tree line. And
This is a high tree line.
You know what I learned this from the comments? That there's the next cabin or mine.
I guess
right
11.7 is tree line. 11.7.
Well, it changes.
It changes.
Yeah, so tree line is based on, and if I'm wrong, please feel free to correct me because I am often wrong, but it's based not on like a set altitude. It's based on kind of the environmental conditions where you're at. So it can be higher or lower based on, you know, where you're at in the world. So like the tree line could be much lower or higher, let's say on the East Coast or West Coast versus Colorado. And it may have to do with precipitation and a whole bunch of other
because
factors.
like Vermont, their highest peaks are like 4,000, and you have to stand on the very top to be above their tree line.
Yeah, and
it's only 4,000 feet.
Yeah, exactly. We're at almost
that's cool.
12.
Nature. What is that, granite?
You notice we haven't yet had to engage any rear lockers.
I don't think we will.
Look, let me show you something here. So I'm going to show you this. Look at this thing lit up like a Christmas tree. Look at all the warning lights. So I'm air down. Traction control off. No, traction control off. Stability control off. Air down.
Why is the check engine?
Yeah, that's the one I was going to talk about.
Yeah.
So I asked that question when we got this truck, and apparently the check engine light on isn't because the truck is broken or damaged. It's because they put we'll show this when we get to the top. They put a different bumper on the front of it, and you lost those little sensors. Yeah. And so the check engine light is basically telling you that the sensors are not there. That's what they told me. So
yeah, I've seen that on. I thought it was maybe something to do with the TPS or something.
Yeah, and I'm glad that you weren't too concerned about it going up here, you know, where we could be eaten by wolves.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not wolves, bears.
No, wolves. There's wolves now.
Are there wolves in Colorado?
Yeah, they passed that law.
Yeah, so there is a little cabin, and I haven't been up here for a few years, and every time I come up here, this thing just seems to be falling farther into the ground. So let's do this. Why don't you keep rolling?
Keep rolling.
Keep rolling, and we're at above tree line right here, and there's a little overlook there, which I believe is a tailings pile by looking at it. And then what we can do is we can get out, and I'll give you a little tour of what they did when they built this truck. Okay. Because, they, like I said, they not only threw the kitchen sink at it, but they threw
the second one,
this and the third one. So I'll show you everything that's in here because it is a really cool build. And have you wondered about this yet? I mean, you get these, right? Spot, flood, tail, radio, but have you wondered about the nitrous?
I think that's onboard air.
It's not. It's apparently the radio booster, and they were just having it was like an inside joke, and they were just having fun and calling it nitrous. But it's got like a little signal booster that's also built into it. All right, so quick walk around of the truck, starting at the front. Now the engine is stock, so it's that 4-cylinder turbo that's in Andre's Colorado
with exhaust.
Yeah, but it does have an exhaust. Very good. But we have kind of this little bull bar here with integrated lights and of course a winch, which you have to have, and this is why the check engine light is on. But I mean, look at that, pretty good amount of steel under there. My favorite thing, of course, as always, is this AEV Storkel, or high air intake, depending on just how sealed that is. We have these beefy rock rails on the side, and then if you kind of go along the side, you can see all the sponsors. Now we've got full Alu cab awning if you wanted to go camping, and of course on top of that is an Alu cab rooftop tent. Over here we have a little storage container.
Jet boil.
For camping.
Jet boil.
Yeah, so we can cook here.
Yeah, it's full kitchen kit.
Full kitchen kit, yeah. So we have our spare tire, of course. What are we rolling on? That's a BFG.
Yep. What's the KO2? It's not the 3.
KO2s, yeah.
Yep.
And then over here, I'll see if you
try to open it.
Yeah, see if you see this pin down there. See
right
that
here?
Pin? Yeah. Oh, there you go. Yeah, you got it.
Just
Just pull it. Nice.
There it is.
Yeah, and I think this is a table, right? That's probably a table. So you can have, we could eat here. Does it come out? Yeah, look at that.
This is pretty nice for a bumper, and then you can put your pin in.
And keep it out, yeah.
Yeah.
And then of course we got lights over here. We've got, I think those are Max Tracks.
Yeah.
And then we have a deck system right there.
Holy! This all comes with the truck.
This all comes with the truck. So I think this will be
black stuff.
Yeah, I know.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, this
wash kit.
Yeah, it's a wash-up kit. Yeah. And look, here's your shower.
That's a ladder to your tent.
And so this is going to be sold for the Overland Foundation, Overland Expo Foundation. And we still have our DSSV spool valve shocks that come with this truck. But this is about as off-roady, maybe I should say overland.
Full overland kit.
Yeah, yeah. And of course, here's your signal booster for the antenna so that you can have full signal.
This bumper's pretty slick.
You like it?
Yeah.
It's well done, huh? It's well integrated.
Yeah.
And then we're going way up there, Alan.
Okay.
Way up there.
Oh, yeah.
That's where we're going. Here, can you do me a favor?
Yes, sir.
Keep rolling. Why don't you go up there and we'll get another shot of the truck coming past you. You know what's great about this AT4X? It's got cooled and heated seats. Isn't that cool? Your cooled seats are on. But the downside is you lose your rear camera.
They could probably relocate that.
They could.
Tried hard enough.
But they haven't, have they?
Nope.
All right, so this is kind of the tree line. And now we're going to go into that kind of true alpine.
High alpine.
High alpine altitude. High alpine altitude. High alpine environment. Look, we're going straight up, dude.
Yeah.
Straight up. Yeah, what a. God, the guys and gals who came out here and mined this.
Well, that's why they only live to be about 40.
Yeah, because this would be so hard on your body and your soul.
Even the sun exposure up here.
Yeah.
Just burn you up.
Yeah. I mean, how do you even get like enough food? I think they probably ate a lot of beans. Because there's nothing.
Prairie dogs.
There's nothing.
No marmots.
Marmots. There's probably not a lot of like natural occurring stuff that they could eat up here.
No. You just get used to your environment.
Yeah, I guess you do. It's become hard to.
Do. Yeah.
But, I mean, in the summer, glorious, right?
Yeah.
In the winter,
surely they weren't mining up here in the winter, you think?
I don't know. Gold fever, dude.
The avalanches and the snowstorms and
these are some pretty.
That's tight.
Yeah, pretty big serpentines. Where are we at now? Let me go back to our off-road pages. Let me get back to the off-road. There we go.
We're at almost 12.
Yeah. What I love when people watch these videos is that they watch them from around the world. So those are always my favorite comments. When people are like, yeah, I'm sitting here in Argentina watching this, or I'm sitting here in Peru and you guys are a bunch of wussies if you think 12,000 is
a big deal.
Yeah. Which in Peru is probably not such a big deal.
Have you ever been up here and see those guys who like have all those sheep herds?
I have not. I've seen Rocky Mountain.
It's pretty cool if you run across them. Me and Katie did on Engineer Pass.
What are those called? Those white sheep? They're called.
Rocky Mountain Spotted Poodle. No. Mountain goat.
The mountain goats. Right? Yeah. Are they Rocky Mountain mountain goats, or are they just mountain goats?
I don't know.
You'll see them up here. So I was wrong. Maybe they did live off. Screw the marmots and the prairie dogs.
Those goats?
Yeah, a goat would probably be good eating back
Or
in 1890.
mountain goats?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. Goat stew.
Goats too.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Oh, we haven't hit one rock. Like bottomed out on one rock or anything.
They're letting us go.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. I've taken my bike up here. Believe me, it's much harder on a motorcycle.
Oh yeah, remember
Yeah.
a couple weekends ago, those guys?
Yeah, so let me do this. Let me
Yeah, struggling.
let me take this, and we'll bring the music back, and we'll roll a little bit, and then we'll end this video up when we get to the top.
Okay. Well, we might get some rain. Might make this interesting.
No, I don't want to be up here.
No,
I've been up here doing that too. You do not want to be the tallest person up here during a lightning storm.
no.
Because with rain comes lightning. So are you talking about those clouds? Or are you
No,
talking about
right
those
there.
clouds?
Right there.
Where it gets dark, not where they're poofy and nice.
Yeah.
Here's a question for you. Why are you safe in a car or truck if you get it, for the most part?
Because tires will ground out the lightning.
Yep, that's exactly wrong.
Oh, okay.
Everybody thinks that.
Fake news.
Yeah, no. What'll happen is the lightning will.
Let me get this Roman over here.
Yeah, so that's where the storm's moving, and you can see it. You can zoom in on it.
Okay. What is it then? What's the reason?
It's a Faraday cage.
What?
So, ever been to like one of those shows where there's a guy in a cage and then there's a guy, Faraday cage they're called, with like a rod and then the lightning or the.
Oh yeah.
The reason is the lightning hits the car's made of metal, so the lightning hits the top of the vehicle and it goes around, and it doesn't go through you. So the electricity just goes around you, not through you.
So it's not because rubber is not a great conductor.
Right. You'll blow out.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll blow out the tires when it grounds itself. So we're here at the top. There's a little bit of a storm moving in. You can see kind of the rain coming in from the west. But if you turn the camera this way, and you see the trail, Alan? So It goes this way, and then it goes down that way. I'm kind of pointing, and then it goes up and over. And then you see that one where the trees are?
Yeah.
That's Deer Creek.
Okay.
So that connects to Deer Creek. So we're just going to drive all the way around, up, and then go back down Deer Creek. And if you want to see the Deer Creek one, then you'll note that there's intersection that I get to where if you go right, you'll get on St. John's. It's a big loop, and you can make the loop, and it takes about, well, if you're not filming, about 2 hours. So what do you think, Alan?
It's very cool up here.
It's cool, huh?
Yeah.
And then there's the...
I always love seeing the trails that just wander off.
Yeah. Well, guys, there you have it. Thank you for joining me for another TFL Trail Guide. Thank you for our friends at Onyx. Thank you for our friends at the Overland Expo Foundation for loaning us the truck. And let me know in the comments below if you like these and if you want to see more of them, because I love doing them. So I hope that you guys like watching them. And thank you, Alan, for coming up here with me. We'll see you guys next time. Ciao.